What's up, YouTube? So here's a video I've been promising for a while. This is all my 2014 Leopard and Leopard combos that I've made this particular season. I'm not going to say what they are at the moment. I'll go through them one by one and you guys will check them out. We're going to start with the basic Leopard. So let's start off with our basic Leopard single gene morph. This is a pretty stellar example of a single gene Leopard. I won't talk too much in this video, just let you guys see the combos and the animals. From here we're going to go on to 2 gene combos, and then 3 gene, and then 4 gene. So let's move on. So I bred a purple passion male to a leopard spider female. And this particular snake is either a leopard Mojave or a leopard phantom. Now leopard phantoms that I've seen are fully striped, although this one stops right about there, and I've seen leopard Mojaves with a little more pattern. I believe it's a leopard Mojave. A lot of people think it's a leopard phantom because of how dark it is. Just gonna stick with Mojave at the moment, but it just goes to show you what leopard does to these particular snakes and how neat and gnarly these patterns are. For a 2 gene animal, this is pretty smoking. So I know everyone has seen these from me before. This is a leopard spider that I hatched out this season. It's going to go into shed pretty soon. They're usually a little lighter than this, but it's a pretty good example of what leopard does to spider. Just tricks out the pattern. So here's a leopard spider. So here we have a pair of pastel leopards, and the reason I brought them both out at the same time is just to show you that really no 2 leopard combos look exactly alike. As you can see, even these 2 that hatched from the same clutch don't really look exactly alike. Interesting enough, these are both 66% het pied and 66% het for caramel albino. I don't know if the het has anything to do with how tricked out the patterns are, but they're pretty gnarly. So some pastel leopards. So this particular snake is probably my favorite 2 gene leopard combo. This is a leopard fire. I believe everyone should own one of these snakes. This particular snake is not for sale, and it's 66% het pied, as you can see by the little ringer right about here, and then you got the little pied tracks underneath right there. This snake is just smoking. She's going to be going to the shed soon, and immediately after shed she is just so bright. I mean, I don't know how to make this snake any better by what to add to it, because I really like it as it is. Maybe some orange dream or something, but this snake's not going anywhere. I'm gonna raise her up and hopefully I'll figure out what to breed to her, because she is just gorgeous. Here we have a leopard bumblebee. So now we're moving into the 3 gene animals. I wasn't too stoked to hit on one of these in the beginning because a lot of the leopard bumblebees I've seen were really brown and orangey, but this particular girl came out with a lot of yellow. Hold on a second, let me settle her down with one hand. So this particular girl came out with a lot of yellow, and she's also part of the 66% het pied clutch and 66% het caramel. So again, I don't know if that has anything to do with her coloration, and she is just not cooperating. I keep calling her a she. This is a male, and he is not for sale. So here we have a 3 gene combo that so happens to be a world's first. I was fortunate enough to hit 4 world's first animals this year, and this is one of them. This is the only animal that's deep in shed, and this is why I was so hesitant to make the video, trying to make sure that not all the snakes were in shed, but I figured with at least 1 in shed, I'll take my chances on the video. This is a leopard chocolate pinstripe, aka Night Fury, and you can see this snake on World of Ball Pythons. And it's also 66% het pied. Just a phenomenal little snake. Too bad it's in shed. I'll do an update of her later on, but just wanted to show you guys what this 3 gene combo looked like. So here's an interesting little leopard combo. This is another world's first. This is a leopard spider fire. We have called this one the Liger. This is also on World of Ball Pythons, and I thought it'd be a little more tricked out of a pattern, but it's pretty interesting little pattern. Also 66% het pied. As you can see, it gets reduced by the tail. You know, spider het pied tracks are a little more of a, they just kind of get narrow by the tail. But this is the Liger spider leopard fire. Check out that head. So here we have a leopard spider phantom, another world's first animal. As you can see, the phantom added just makes it a little brighter and the banding just a little cooler. She's a little spastic as well as some of the other snakes, so I'll let her crawl through my hands so you guys can see her. Leopard spider phantom, also world's first. So I saved the best for last. Here we have the hyena, which is a 4-gene animal. This is a leopard spider chocolate pinstripe. She's also on World of Ball Pythons, and she is not for sale. This, you can really see the chocolate on the sidewall, so we're gonna look on her sides. So I'm going to pass her off really quick so we can focus on her brother. So this is indeed in fact a leopard spinner, but he is unlike any leopard spinner I ever seen. Now I'm a little torn to know if he is another hyena, if I in fact hit 2 hyenas, just a pair of them, because he has these little bits of what look like chocolate showing up on his sidewall. Not as much as she has it, and his top pattern is much more vivid than hers. She almost has a dorsal stripe of fading on her top. But this is a leopard spinner, possible hyena, which would just be adding chocolate into this mix. They're both 66% het pied, and he's got the typical spider wobble, as you can tell. He's a little spastic. The hyena doesn't have it as bad. Some spider combos just get the spider wobble, some don't, and he is true blue to the spider wobble, and showing just how kind of retarded he is, I guess. It doesn't prevent him from eating. He eats just fine. It just looks really weird, as you can see. So I'm going to go back to the hyena right now, who's a little easier to manage and not so spastic. So here's the hyena girl. As you can see, she almost has that discoloration on her dorsal from the sidewall. She has a little bit of the wobble, but not as bad. Hers is very faint. She moves a lot cleaner and eats like a champ. So here are my 2014 Leopard Combos. She is also on World of Ball Pythons, and I'll try to do a side-by-side shot of the 2 of them. Hold on. And this is a side-by-side shot of the brother and the sister. The hyena and the possible hyena or leopard spinner. See if I can get close. Thanks for watching.